Okay, let's get freaking real for a second. It's been a damn minute. This year, I really wanted to slow down, not feel like I have to pump so many things out. I just wanted to like enjoy my life a little. I feel like I worked really, really hard last year and I had really high highs, really low lows. And after putting so much of my identity in my work, I feel like, my therapist did say I'm having an identity crisis right now. And he was like, but you honestly are going to have this over and over and over again because you are evolving, you are changing, and it's okay to be kind of in this weird in between. Did I say that right? It's okay to be in this in between land where you're shedding your old self and you're kind of rediscovering yourself. That's totally normal, and you're just in that kind of limbo phase. And so right now, that's where I'm at. And so the beginning of this year, I really took time to be with myself, to make art, to color, to learn how to sew, to spend time with my new puppy, to spend time with Daisy, to binge watch a million shows. Obviously, I'm still working. I still have to make money, clearly. But I really took the first quarter, literally the first quarter of this year, to not feel rushed with what I'm doing as far as work, to not push myself too hard, to really enjoy my new living situation, which I worked so hard for, to go to therapy, to journal, to just spend time in my head, to spend time with myself. I haven't been reading. I haven't been doing anything. Like a lot of whenever I read, I really like to learn something. So a lot of the times I read stuff that is educational and it's like a benefit to me. I don't read for fun, really. I mean, I do find it fun, but so I haven't put too much pressure on like learning and exploring new ways to make money and like doing all these different things, which is normally something that I do, as you know, from my previous Alana Cole channel. A lot of what I do enjoy, and I will probably get back to, is learning, and also from this channel, is like learning something and sharing that. And to do that, you have to continue to learn. But the last few months, I wanted to give myself a break from learning. I wanted to give myself a break from feeling like I had to keep bettering myself. And I think that's something to take away from this video is, as much as we want to continue to grow and be better versions of ourselves, we are also okay to be who we are right now. And you don't have to constantly be seeking perfect. I mean, we talked about perfect and perfection and how that really it's not real. It doesn't exist. And you can be a better version of yourself every single day, but to be seeking more and more and more, sometimes it's exhausting. So yeah, the last few months I was really spending time with myself. And actually today, this is the balance that I've been kind of doing. And I actually talked to my therapist about this today. I have a few things to share with you about what my therapist has said, but one of the things was kind of finding balance, because he said a lot of what I'm hearing from you today is you love your job, you do, but your child self, like you have this adult self that's like, yeah, I love my job, I like to work, I want to get shit done. And then you have your young, wild, and free childlike self that's inside of you that doesn't want to work and wants to enjoy life. And those are two great things, but you have to find a balance between them. And so I think that's what I've been trying to find the last few months is, what is that balance for me? What does that look like? Obviously, it doesn't mean completely stop making videos. I freaking love making videos, but for that time period, I really wanted to explore me and what felt like a good balance to me. That was one thing that he talked about with me, and like today is a really good version of that balance. This morning I worked out, I ate a great breakfast, I went to therapy, then I did a live show on my OnlyFans, and now I'm talking to y'all, and I still have more time in the day. It is 3:50. Okay, so it's almost 4. It's almost the end of the day, but I'm going to now, after maybe doing a little editing, I'm going to work on a project that I wanted to work on, a sewing project. I've been really trying to get into sewing. I love coloring, but I wanted like another form of expression creatively. I wanted to like make something with my hands. That's what I've been craving. And my first thought was like, okay, I'm gonna build something. It's like, oh, then I gotta get wood, and it's like, what am I gonna build? So instead I thought, okay, maybe sewing is a better like hands-on type of project. So I am going to sew a tote bag, and then I'm gonna try and sew a shirt. But anyway, that's kind of going on another tangent there. But yeah, today was a really healthy balance of kind of touching on everything. And then once I'm done sewing, I'm going to spend time with Daisy and Raisin, who's been spending all day with me, honestly. He's just like, he's so cute. He's just sitting there. He just sits there all day long. I got that gate to keep him out when I'm working, but I can't help it. I just love having him in here with me. He's been such a great, I could literally cry talking about him because he just came at the most perfect time in my life when, like I said, like I just felt like I had such a high at the beginning of last year. And then towards the end of the year, it was really hard. And that's when I got him. And Daisy's the one that found him. And it was just like the best thing that ever happened to me, honestly. He is like so amazing. He knows when I feel emotional. He like comes and cuddles me, and he's not a cuddler. Like he likes to just kind of sit in his own spot, but he knows when I need cuddling, and he's just been so amazing. So anyway, that's another tangent. The last little tangent that I have for you is another thing that my therapist brought up, the lion. I wanted to tell you the story of the lion. And if you follow me on TikTok, you might have already seen this, but definitely follow me on TikTok. Something that he told me a few months ago when I was feeling like I just feel super overwhelmed, I feel really stressed. He was like, here's the thing. You can see the lion. The lion is the stress, right? Like the lion is so stressful and it feels like it's at your front door. This lion feels like it's sitting right in front of you, right? It's at your front door. It's right there. But in reality, that lion is like 3 miles away or 2 miles away. Like you can see it, but it's not at your front door. And if it's not at your front door, then you have time to prepare for if it does show up at your door. And who's even to say that it's going to show up at your door if you prepare? You know, you might get a really loud horn and it diverts the lion to go somewhere else. Or you might prepare for when it does come, you can do whatever you need to do. Obviously, it's a lion. Like, we're talking about a lion here. But basically, the stress, the whatever you're worried about, it is not at your front door. You have time to prepare for it. You have time because the lion isn't at your front door and you really don't know if it's coming towards you or going somewhere else. And so you have time to prepare for either of those scenarios. And I really loved that because I think a lot of times stress really isn't at your front door. Like whatever you are stressed about, you have time to make adjustments, to change things, to try different things, to whatever it is. Like you have time to figure things out. And he told me that like 3 months ago. And there's been so much in the last 3 months. I did dry January. That changed so much of my stress. I think it's so crazy because it's not like I'm like a heavy drinker or anything, but we were drinking like every single night. We were having a bottle of wine or at least a few glasses, or we were having like wine a lot. And I noticed like my anxiety was just really high. I was really like overthinking. My brain felt loud. Like my brain felt like whenever I did have a thought, like it was loud. It was constant. It was just a lot of overthinking. And I did dry January and I've been in therapy, and both of those things together have helped me so much to like quiet the noise in my brain. So I definitely recommend, if you drink and you have anxiety or you have like really loud thoughts or constant thoughts, like you were just an overthinker, try not drinking for like, I think I really noticed the calmness in my mind after 2.5 weeks of not drinking. So try that, honestly. I'm telling you, just 2.5 weeks. It really helped. And now I'll have a drink here and there. But I think I'm just on this journey of not really interested in drinking. especially like drinking. No heavy drinking for me in this phase of my life. Like, I'm not interested at all. What's the next thing? Okay, the next thing was, then in February, I was like, I want to keep up this idea of doing something every single day that will lead me into a better version of myself. So then in February, I promised myself to go outside 30 minutes at least every single day and like getting a little bit of sun. And it was so good. I spent a week of that outside in Hawaii, and I went on my 30th birthday trip with my best friend. We've never been on a trip together, and we've been friends for over 20 years, which is crazy. But we never had been on a solo trip, me and her, girls trip. And so it was honestly one of the best trips of my life, and we spent so much time outside, and I just had so much fun, and it felt so good. And I almost cried on the top of the mountain. I'm such an emotional girl, I just am. We took a hike and we were at the top, and I just I think I did cry. I teared up at least. I was just looking down. I'm like, what are we doing with our lives? Why are we not on an island every other week? Why are we not doing this with our time? It's just so amazing. And obviously my logical side, I mean, if I moved there, I could do that every day, but I don't live there, so I can't do that every other week. It was just a really good reset to realize what's important in life, and that the earth is just the most beautiful place ever. I just can't even, the views and just how beautiful the water looked and the greenery and being on that mountain, just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I was really grateful for that trip and really happy I could do it, and it was just everything that I needed to reset. So then our garage was finally done. So our garage, we just needed to, give it a nice coat of paint because it looked really, really scary in there. It was so dark. We had to get a nice coat of white paint and install better lighting. And then we did that. And now we have an at-home gym, and it's really awesome. And I think what I've been trying to do ever since I got back from Hawaii was really focus on my physical health, because I'm really good at going to therapy, doing my research, reading books, taking care of my brain. I'm really good at that, but when it comes to moving my body, I am a little couch potato. I really am, and I love it. But I also know that I need to be better, and so ever since I got back from that trip, I've been really focusing on getting in the gym, even if it's just a little bit at a time, and not putting so much emphasis on going so hard and getting as long as I can, 2 hours in the gym pumping iron. It's not really that. I'm really trying to focus on just at least getting my body moving every day. So that's what I've been doing. So that has been kind of the little update and where I'm at right now. And I'm really excited to get back into YouTube. I think I had a good hiatus here. I definitely did, and I don't want to do that again. I really love YouTube. It's something that has meant so much to me since literally high school. Having myself locked out of my other account definitely got to me, but it's something that I accomplished. It's something I did, and I'm really proud of myself that I hit 100,000, hit 500,000 on another account. I still did that, and I'm still really proud of myself. And it's not about, I don't love YouTube because of the numbers. I love YouTube because I love to creatively express myself through video form. Some people journal, some people, and I do sometimes journal, but the best way for me to express myself and express what I learn and connect, YouTube has been that place for me. And so whether, honestly, I don't care about the views. It's so crazy because I cried over losing those channels. I really did, because obviously it meant so much for me to even get to that. But for me, YouTube and even just video format in general, for me, it's really not about the numbers. For me, it's about being able to make something that holds my thoughts, that holds my journey, that holds where I'm at in my life. That is like the coolest thing to me, and to be able to like go back and look at it. So I really hope that channel at least stays up so I can go back and look at my videos and look at where I was at and look at how much I've done through my life. If it goes, it goes. I already like accepted that, and I still have like a lot of my videos on my Dropbox and other places. And I saved like a lot of the videos already. I still have my memories of like all my vlogs and stuff. But yeah, for me, really, it's like about holding all my memories and all my thoughts somewhere. I think it's so cool. So yeah, I'm glad to be back. I'm not gonna take that long of a hiatus ever again, hopefully. I can't say never, but I needed it, and I'm glad to be back, and I hope that you're excited for all that's to come, because I have a lot of video ideas coming your way. And I also, during this time, I guess I can say it, if you watch this far in the video, I wrote a book. It's almost done. I have like 2 more chapters left. I started reading the Matthew McConaughey book, and in the beginning of his book, he's like, it's not a self-help book, and it's not really a memoir, but it's a mesh between the two almost. It's not for everyone, but it's specific. It's for adult workers, and it's a little bit about my life and a little bit about how to turn this work into a real business, and how to mentally make it, how to physically make it. I'm gonna put it on like Amazon. I don't really know. I don't even know how to publish yet. I just started writing it, and I'm excited about it because, again, it's like another kind of creative space to just hold my thoughts and hold the things that I've learned, and to share that with others that are interested. That's everything, I guess. That's the updates. That's where I'm at with everything. I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to get back into it, and I'm happy you're on the journey with me, and I really appreciate you being here. And I hope that the videos that I create will help you learn something about yourself, and will help you connect with others, and will help you achieve your goals. I won't keep blabbering anymore. I hope you liked this video. I hope you got something out of it. I appreciate you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.